Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to set up WHMCS on Windows 10 so that you can develop for it, or you can actually follow the same instruction for a production server. Alright, the first assumption is that you would have Apache running on your system. In my case, I installed Apache for PHP 7.3. The main reason is simply because for PHP 7.4 and plus, we don't have IonCube loaders, which are required for WHMCS to run correctly. And therefore, it is recommended that you install a version of PHP that is 7.3 or lower. Unfortunately, for Windows, that's what it is. If you were on Linux, it may be something different, right? Now, so I download XAMPP 7.3 and install it. I have it running already. If you don't know how to do that, there's another video that I created that shows you how to do that. Then you can go to the local host to make sure that your XAMPP is running correctly. Now, once you have XAMPP running as expected, then you can also you can go to your WHMCS account and then download a copy. Once you have that copy downloaded, I have mine in here, in my download here, and then you uncompress this into another folder called WHMCS. That's what I called it. I called mine. And if you open that, you will see that there's another WHMCS folder within. So that's the one you copy to the root folder of your server or your domain if you have set up a local domain, right? So you copy this to where you installed XAMPP. In my case, it's within the E drive, XAMPP, and then I go to htdocs and then I paste it here so you have a copy of WHMCS there, right? Now, once I go to my local host, WHMCS, and try to open it, it will give me this error message that the IonCube PHP loaders are not installed. This is because, you know, it doesn't come by default with the XAMPP, right? So it tells you to go to that website, to getloader.ioncube.com, which is this one here. It tells you a whole bunch of things of what needs to be done, right? And then once you have that, you simply, in my case, I downloaded a copy for Windows VC 15 64 bits, which is I took the zip folder, the zip file. You can take the tar as you please. So I download that. Within this, it's downloaded here. I uncompress it to that, and within here you have a loader wizard .php file, which is like an advisor based on your system on how you should install, what you should install, what loaders you should install for your system. So in my case, if I take that file here within the IonCube loader and I put it within my, I put it in the root for the server. So loader wizard.php. So if I go to loader that, it will tell you what is wrong with your system and recommend what to do actually for IonCube to load correctly. So in my case, for example, it tells me to download the file that corresponds to the architecture of my system, and that's the one I downloaded. And then it tells you to put that file in the PHP extension. And then it tells you to edit that file and put this information. So that's what we're going to do. So I downloaded that. It's right here. It's where it was, right? So again, download IonCube loaders. I open it. It gives me IonCube loader Windows for PHP 7.3 and for PHP 7.2. I need PHP 7.3. So I copy that file, and the wizard tells you to copy that file in the installation PHP. So in my case, it's within the XAMPP E driver or E partition, right? So if I go to XAMPP PHP extensions, then I will paste that file there for 7.3. It's right there. Once I paste it there, it then says edit the PHP ini file, and that's the one I'm going to. So back to PHP, and then you scroll down, you have PHP the configuration setting file, so ini, and I edit that file. I had already done that, so it tells you to copy this information there and paste it within at the beginning. So I just put mine at the very beginning, but as long as you put it before the other extensions, it's all good. Okay, and then it says restart Apache server software. So in my case, stop, restart, boom, good. Then once that has been done, click here to test the loader. It loads the same file with the new configurations, and it tells me the IonCube loader has been loaded successfully, and that's good. All right, so that means now I can install WHMCS without a problem. So I go back to localhost, then where I copy WHMCS, where I had copied the information, and then it tells you to start there. You do, you agree, you can check all the requirements, and then you begin the installation. So you put the license key for your development or production server, depending on whichever you paid for. And then you have your host. In my case, it's localhost, same port. Username is, I think, password, and the database. It's a local installation, so for me, it's not a big problem. But if you are doing this in a production environment, remember to add proper informations. And then you put your admin information. Perfect. So the installation's been installed correctly, and there you go. And now that all of this is done, you need to do a few other steps. So to delete the folder, remember to delete the install folder, which would be in the XAMPP htdocs install. Don't just rename it usually, just in case I need to revert back and do a few other things. And then secure the writable directories. This is usually for Linux file systems, but in Windows you can probably take that extra step as well if you need to. And then set up the daily cron job if you need it, but this is for development. I usually don't need this. And then now it's time to configure your installation. So go to the administration. Take some time because it has to go through everything. There you go. Codademy. There you go. Save it. There we go. And then it tells you welcome to WHMCS, welcome to that. And then you go through the process. Emails, change me. You can do all of those as you please. All right. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.